What is up, guys? Push day today. Let's do it.
All right, getting the Monday push day started right away. We're going to do some incline bench press here. Sometimes it might be a flat bench on Mondays. It depends. I do 3 days a week of alternating bench, incline bench, and the next week would be incline, flat bench, incline. So it depends on the week, but I try to evenly space these out over a month, and that's why they're alternating like that, just because of the odd number. When I first started doing the incline press about a couple months ago, I was having some gnarly shoulder pain in my right side. Not from that, it was from a separate injury that I did earlier throughout the year, but it was bugging me for a while, but it's actually been a lot better recently. I've been working on different stability drills and things like that, and it's been helping a ton. So quite happy that the pain is actually going as I keep upping the weight with these movements. So I'm doing something right, I guess. I think from now on, I'll probably always keep in some good stability / people call it prehab. Basically just working on the smaller muscles and making sure you don't have too many weak points, because that's where the injuries usually happen. Especially if you do the same type of movements repetitively and you don't work on these weak points, you could easily get hurt. And so I'm just not going to let that happen again, or at least do my best not to. All right, this is a close grip bench finished up here. This is a good supplementary move to help your bench press. So if you have weak triceps, the close grip bench is the way to go. Here we have the Pike Push Up. I did this last week for the first time in a while, and I was on a little yoga block, but now I'm on a table going for 8 reps a set, which isn't bad. It's a tricky move. There's a lot of variation your body can do, and depending on your technique, it could go really well or not. So I'm keeping my legs straight here, as you can see, and that makes it a little bit harder. If you're bending your knees, you could probably get away with a little bit more reps, and it's just less pressure. So, and also the closer your legs go to your body, the harder it's going to be. Just keep that in mind if you're going to try this out. Even if you do it on the ground, same thing applies. Just to save time, I pike pressed and then supersetted with this move, meaning I go back and forth, so you don't have to rest quite as long when you do something like that, just because they're working some different muscles there, so there's less overlap. So you don't really have to wait, say, 2 minutes before you do the move again. You can wait a minute and then just do the next move and back and forth until you're done. This is another example of working the smaller muscles. So I'm using bands on this one, but even if I used weights, they'd be quite light. And you're working your rear delts in this move. And it's just one of those small muscles that you don't really see. You can see it, I guess, if you see something from behind or from the side even, but you won't notice it yourself. And they're quite small muscles anyways, but they're very helpful in keeping your shoulders balanced and not causing injuries, especially if you're overdeveloped in the front. So you want to develop the back and balance all your muscles like this too. So if you push, you got to pull. If you do your quads, do your hamstrings. You never want to just do one and leave the other out, even if you don't notice the muscle as much. I never really thought of this in the past, but bodybuilding, not as a sport, but it just as building your body in a balanced way, is actually the best way to, keep from getting injured. Even if you're an athlete, if you're really not balanced in your body will eventually overcompensate with the strong muscles, and the weak muscles you're going to get hurt. So you always want to make sure you balance out muscle groups, like I was just saying. Oh, look at Kiki running by. She always hangs out with me while I work out. And this move here is a chest fly. So this is the first day I'm trying this. So I'm kind of playing around with different weights and depths and just seeing how it feels. I'm not pushing it to the max. Plus it felt a little weird on my right shoulder, so I didn't want to push it yet. It started to feel good after I did a couple sets though. So I'm going to try to keep this one in now. I actually subbed out skull crushers for this one. Skull crushers work your triceps, where this is just a chest exercise basically. And I just wanted to get an exercise like this that actually stretches out your chest a little bit, and you kind of work the fibers in a different way if you get a nice stretch. So my other moves like flat bench wasn't quite doing it, and the incline wasn't either. So I wanted to throw this one in there and seeing how that felt. So far so good. I just don't want to rush into adding weight to this one because you can injure your shoulders quite easily. So take your time if you are trying this move out. I still have to work on my form there, but it's really, it looks different on everybody. You just want to make sure you feel in the right spot, and you don't want to feel pain in any spot, especially the shoulders, because you can, if you're not careful, you can feel some pain in that. So that's pretty much it for today.
Alright, that was a push day workout. I went from 3 sets per exercise from last week to 4. Still feeling really good. Got a few more weeks before I deload.